Good evening. Here's the follow-up to the where we did the packing of the webbing. Now we're going to do packing the bergan. Bergan is the bag you take out with you when you're on your fieldcraft weekends, and it will have all the kit that you need for 2 nights. You wait to tip up on a Friday night, and more often than not you will go straight out onto the area once you've got all your kit sorted. What you need to do is make sure that you've got the kit and your bergan is packed the way it should be. So, to start off with, the way that most people get it wrong is to put the heavy stuff at the bottom, or the stuff that they need first at the bottom and stuff they don't need at the top. It needs to be the other way around. You put the stuff that you don't need straight away at the bottom. Starting off with, in my case, I always have a pair of clean trousers. They go in first. In the bergan, to keep everything dry, I have a dry sack. If you've not got a big dry sack, a bin bag will do, or just make sure everything is in plastic bags. So that's my first start. I'm going in. Next one is my socks, clean on the way, and thermals. There you go in at the bottom, stick them in the corner. Next, my fleece. Whether it be a fleece jacket or a fleece top, just in case it gets cold in the mornings when you getting up. Then that goes in. Opposite corner to the underwear and socks. Next, I'll put in bivy bag. Make sure it's rolled up as tight as you can get it, and stick it in. Next, the good old sleeping bag. This one is snug pack. As you can see, it goes down quite a small size. It's nice and warm. I've used it during the winter, and I use it on all my cadet weekends. Now I'm going to go out camping. That goes in lying flat. Next to it is my inflatable airbed roll mat. Again, good piece of kit, but when you're in the cadets, until you can afford to buy all your own kit, you will get issued a roll mat, which I also have with me. Also gives me a bit more protection on the ground. Keeps the cold off your sleeping bag. And your bivy bag, your sleeping bag goes inside your bivy bag. That keeps it dry from condensation. And when you're in your shelter and the wind changes direction while you're asleep, and the rain starts blowing into your shelter, keeps everything dry. The bivy bags, you can put your kit in that you're going to wear, like your clothes, put them inside your bivy bag as well, keep them dry. Semi socks, if they're damp, take them off, put them down to the bottom of your bivy bag, or bottom of your sleeping bag. what you can do, what some people do, is your bivy bag and sleeping bag, instead of taking them apart once you finish with them, they just stuff them straight back into the bergan as one. You can swash it right down once you've got them in there, save time. Okay, so that's it. Also in there at some point you'll have your rations. If you can't get them into, if you can't get them into your side pouches. Also in basically that's it. That's all I will put in there. So once you've done that, fasten it up, squashing it down. And there we have it. That's the bergan packed, almost. Bivy poles, basher poles, whatever you want to call them. They can fit in your inside your bergan, and outside of your bivy bag, your dry sack. Or if you don't want to put them in there, take them, fasten them together, a bungee or a piece of elastic or some string, and you can slap them to the outside of your bergan, whichever you feels best. What you could do is also, you could, with your roll mat, is you could stick them in the middle of your roll mat, but bear in mind this side. So these do need to be secured. So I will, because I've got two different length ones here. Well, when they're extended, I can extend to the same length. I will put these on the outside. So put these up to one side. That's it. That is the main compartment of your bergan, packed to where, ready to go. Right, top part on the bergan. I would have my extra paracord or a ball of green string, whichever you want to carry. In there, ready cut, made up guy ropes for the shelter. In there, I also put a bush hat. Even though I have a pair of gloves inside with me warm stuff, another pair of gloves on the top there. Also in there will go my personal first aid kit, and probably some snacks. Snacks, very important to keep your energy up as you're doing when you're out in the field. Snacks in your webbing, snacks in your bergan, you'll never go hungry. So that's the top pocket. Side pockets, I always put waterproofs, on one side, along with tent pegs. Some say just take about half a dozen maybe a dozen at the most. I've got about 20 in there. Because people are always short of scent pegs when you go on field craft exercise. But if you lend them out, make sure you get them back. Also, in the same pouch as my waterproofs goes my basher. Yes, that is my basher. Also, first day field dressing. You don't get these issued. I bought this. This is my own personal one. But you can buy them from every surplus stores. You can buy them on eBay. And for us guys at Wigan, talk nicely to Co-Sergeant Turner. You'll probably have a few in the stores in that sell you for a couple of quid. And always black bin bags for your rubbish. Again, side pouch. That's the right hand side. If you look at left hand side, as you're looking at the front of it. The right hand pocket, I will put my rations, stove, food, also a torch and spare batteries. They go in the top pocket for the bergan. Always important to have an head torch and, where possible, a big hand torch as well. Don't overpack it, because remember, what you pack is what you're carrying. You carry it, nobody else does. So bear in mind, the weight that you're carrying could slow you down when you're doing the march out into the harbour area. Because plus, the more you take out with you, you've also got to bring it back in as well. Bear in mind, if it gets wet, it's going to be even heavier. So, where possible as well, get a cover for it. That's where the poncho comes in handy. I've not got one handy because it's already packed away somewhere. But poncho over your bergan. That way, if you stop, you're still covered and you can keep dry. And it saves you messing about, having to take your rucksack off to get stuff. Slide your arms in, take your rucksack off while you're still in your poncho. Do what you have to, lift poncho up, bergan back on, boom, jump on. So, that's it. Quick and easy. Any questions? Like I said before, ask the instructors, ask your senior cadets. That's what we're here for. Don't be afraid to ask. If you don't ask, you will not know. But bear in mind, you've also got to think about safety as well. You don't want to be putting too much weight on your back when you're walking. It can damage it. So, stay tuned.